Hi, I'm Bucks County District Attorney Matt Weintraub. Today I'm here to report on two missing men that we need the public's help in finding. The names are Matthew Branning and Michael Allen Stark. At this time, we do believe, law enforcement believes, that something has happened to Matthew Branning and that his co-worker, Michael Allen Stark, is in some way involved. Matthew Branning is a 50-year-old Sellersville resident, and he went missing on October the 15th of 2021 along with his co-worker, Michael Allen Stark. That was over 2 months ago. Matthew Branning was last seen at his place of employment. They both worked together, actually. Enchlor, Inc., located in Silverdale, Pennsylvania. At about 4 p.m. after work that day, we do have a video that shows he stopped at an ATM in Sellersville in his car, where there is a person, another person, partially visible but not identifiable in the back seat of his vehicle, but there's no passenger in the front seat with him. We also have toll and cell phone data that then show his 2002 Lexus and phone traveling into central Jersey around 5 p.m. that same day, and then south to Cape May in New Jersey. Branning's cell phone data was then active at a Wawa in Cape May at 9:30 p.m. that same night. We have store video at 9:30 that night at that Wawa showing Branning's co-worker, Michael Stark, making a purchase. Branning is not seen on this video. After that, we have toll information that shows Branning's 2002 Lexus traveling northbound and then westbound onto the AC Expressway, ostensibly back towards Pennsylvania, although we don't know exactly where they ended up or where he ended up. Since that date, unfortunately, there's been no activity on Branning's cell phone, in his bank account, or any contact with his family. Every attempt that we and others have made to locate his vehicle has turned up nothing. According to his family, there is no explanation for Mr. Branning to travel unexpectedly to New Jersey, and it is out of his character for him not to contact his family or for him to miss work, where he had been employed for 9 years full-time. Attempts were also made to contact Branning's co-worker, the aforementioned Michael Allen Stark, who also has not been seen since the exact same date, October the 15th. All attempts by family, friends, and co-workers and actions by law enforcement were unable to locate either vehicle until November the 13th of 2001. I'm sorry, 2021. Thank you. On that date, November 13th of this year, Michael Stark was positively identified on a video at Garden City Pawn, which is located at 32555 Ford Road in Garden City, Michigan, pawning a bike. Michael Allen Stark is a person of interest in Matthew Branning's missing persons case. Both of these gentlemen are entered into the NCIC database as missing persons, but Michael Allen Stark is a person of interest in Branning's case. Michael Allen Stark also has an open bench warrant for an open case out of Monroe County here in Pennsylvania for a resisting arrest and paraphernalia charge. It is my understanding that his preliminary hearing in that case was held about 3 weeks ago, so after the Garden City video, in absentia, meaning he did not appear. So we do have an extradition of all states, I understand, lodged by Monroe County in the instance that Michael Allen Stark is picked up by authorities. We do wish to speak to him. But we are making a plea for your help in the public. We're asking for your help in locating Matthew Branning or his vehicle or any information that might assist us in this investigation. This is an ongoing case. We don't want the case to go cold. And frankly, let us be the judge of whether your information has value or not. Please don't hesitate to contact us. If you have any information regarding either the whereabouts of Matthew Branning or Michael Allen Stark, please contact Bucks County Detectives, who is working this case, along with Perkasie Police Department. But you can contact Bucks County Detectives at 215-348-6056 or on the web at bucksda.org. You can leave an anonymous tip if you wish, or Perkasie PD at 215-257-6876. We need your help. We'd like to bring both of these gentlemen home. I'll take any questions if you have them.
Matt, from
Vinny.
speaking with their family or coworkers, is there any prior bad blood between the men? Has anyone seen them argue or interact negatively before?
We have no indication that they knew each other other than through work. So there is no indication of any bad blood between these two men.
What makes this case so special that we have to get them immediately? People go missing all the time.
That's a great question. People do go missing all the time. It is not my experience that two people that have no other attachment or relationship other than that they work in the same place go missing at exactly the same time on the same date. It is disturbing to me. I don't believe in coincidence. So candidly, we suspect foul play. We don't know that for a fact, but it is definitely why we have such a heightened interest in this case. Anybody else?
Did he quit his job, or did he just not show up at his job and then you see him in Michigan?
Neither of them showed up at any time after they last were there on October the 15th. Nobody quit the job. They just stopped appearing. It's like they ceased to exist.
The travel info that you have, I believe you said northbound and then westbound after they were in Cape May. Are there any images of anyone in the car or anything on those lines?
We don't have those, Jim. No. In fact, I couldn't even say who was in that car, only that that car and the cell phone give us an indication of that car and phone's route.
Have you been working with police in New Jersey down in Cape May? Any searches in that area?
I couldn't say explicitly, but I know that all authorities have been cooperative, and we expect that the authorities in Michigan will cooperate with us as well. And as you know, with an extradition from all states, that means that Mr. Stark is now wanted, and if he's arrested in any state, he should be kept and held until we have an opportunity to extradite him back to Pennsylvania. It would be our intention to go speak to him.
Does Stark have a history of violence?
I'm not allowed to comment on his prior record.
Can you talk about how hard this is during the holidays for these families to have loved ones missing?
Well, we certainly decided that this would be a time when we are reminded of how important family is to each of us, to try to make a plea to the public, to frankly tug on the public's heartstrings. Maybe somebody out there does know something. They get to spend their time with their family, but Mr. Branning does not. So, yeah, it's a very, very difficult time of the year to be doing this, but frankly, any time would be difficult, Katie.
Does Stark have family? Does he have any family contact, Stark?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, they've been in contact with family who have also not heard from him.
We have been in contact with Mr. Stark's family. They also have not heard from him. And I don't want to presume anything. We also would like to get him home safely as well, but we do have some questions for him.
What was I going to ask? Any particular reason why today, why now, why December 22nd?
No, there is no special significance to today. We just are at a point in the investigation where we really could use the public's help. Anybody else have any questions?
New Jersey State and Cape May cop police that are working on this, or just Cape May police?
New Jersey State for sure.
Yeah, they've been in touch with local authorities too.
And local authorities are all, we've been in contact with all of them, and they are fully cooperative. I myself used to work down in Cape May County, so I would expect nothing but excellent cooperation and service from law enforcement there.
Perkasie, Sellersville, all very quiet towns, not really much activity happens in that area. Just speak upon that. Unusual? Is it bizarre coming from an area like that?
It's extraordinary. I hate to, as I think somebody pointed out before, maybe it was Katie pointed out, you know, people do go missing all the time, but for two people that work together and that's their only contact to go missing from a town like Silverdale or a resident like from a place like Sellersville, that's extraordinary, and that warrants a much closer look and further investigation until we can confirm the whereabouts of both of these men. We want to bring them home, but we want to confirm their whereabouts, and we need answers to these questions we have. All right, everybody, thank you all. Have a Merry Christmas.